Hello. Wow, my voice. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Hob. It feels such a short title that I'm not quite yet used to it. I'm used to saying things like Warrior Land 4 or Titan Souls. Lots of syllables. Can I kill these guys? Oh no, they're... No. Look, listen. I just need to... Okay, they're invulnerable. That sucks. But I'll take it. Oh, whatever. I mean, what do you mean I'll take it? Okay, whatever. I will deal with it. Per se. Let's give it a more thorough re-exploration of this overworld area than I did in my initial indie impressions video. Just to be sure I'm not missing out on anything especially important. I hope I don't start focusing my commentary a little too heavily on just gameplay. I noticed that during Flame in the Flood, where as I was playing Flame in the Flood, because there was nothing else for me to talk about it. I mean, like, seriously, I need to go over there. All right. Because seriously, it's a new game. It was like the first time I'd ever played. It's not a new game. It's a 1-year-old game. I'm just walking back and forth now. I was gonna do a initial indie impressions of Duskers, because that game also came out a year ago, but I'd heard about it when it was in... Hello, little rabbit. Thank you. That's very satisfying. Please, I'm not a... These things kill you, by the way. No? Come on. Yeah, they suck. Because Duskers had come out... it had come out a year ago, but I had heard about it when it was in early access some, like, 3 or 4 years ago. And I finally actually got my hands on it in a sale. Good old games. In case it's not obvious, my preferred platform of play is Good Old Games. I like it best, especially since they released Good Old GOG Galaxy. I've made the shift completely, because I had purchased games from GOG before. GOG has always been my sort of niche platform, or niche gaming platform for me personally. But it always felt a little bit antiquated that you had a launcher for each individual game, and it's like, yeah, look, it's kind of like good old times when I used to play games on my Windows 98 computer. What, frickin' Railroad 2 and Panzer Commander. Yeah, sure, it harkens back to... Come here. No, come back. Hi, handsome. Not so handsome anymore. Ha ha ha. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the handsomest one of all? Not me, obviously. I'm a horrible human being. Why did I do that? I think it's for... I was here in my initial indie impressions video. I don't know what. Should I just start calling III or triple I or something? It's because it's a bit of a mouthful. That's what she said. Oh no, it'll be useful for powering later areas. Okay, cool. No, I'm here trying to get the health upgrade, because seriously, playing very hard, I was getting one shot killed by a lot of things. It's kind of scary. There's that weird dichotomy. This is especially bad in Legend of Zelda games. Yeah, even the Breath of the Wild one, I would say. Not so bad, though, but especially the 2D Legend of Zelda games. Dark Souls 3, I think, had this problem especially. What happens is you start off the game with very limited... I've been here. Very limited... I only have 3 points of health, so I can get one shot really, really damn easily. But unfortunately, by the end of this game, I will have... in excess of probably like 10 health. I'd say, oh yeah, this is where we start. Home sweet home. There are a lot of homes like this. I'll actually point them out to you. Oh, where am I going? Yeah, so these games, like a lot of 2D Legend of Zelda games, you start off with very little health, so you have very, very little, and the key word here is margin for error. You have virtually no margin for error, because you just die so damn quickly. I realized I forgot to pick myself up some energy. And I don't think it's here, but I'm going to explore here nevertheless, because it's pleasant. This is a pleasant game to play. I do think the sound of the grass, it's a bit too abrasive. That's how I describe the word abrasive. Which is, I think it should be softer, and I don't know how to achieve said soft sound. So, it's easy to say what people should do, not so much criticize yourself. No. Oh, okay, that hurt. I'm scared. Yeah, so there's very little margin for error in a lot of early Legend of Zelda games, and even Dark Souls 3, and to an extent, this game as well. But by the end game, I'm finding these huge bosses. There's a really high turnover, I noticed, because every time you kill an enemy, they drop health. So the way I end up, or almost every time you kill one, they drop health. So the way I need to go over there. The way I end up playing the game is I get hit a lot, but I also kill very quickly at the same time. So there's a high turnover of health, where I'm losing health quickly but getting it back quickly. You can't do that at the start of the game. There is just not enough margin for error to be able to do that. You keep dying in one shot. It's not feasible. It's just not feasible. And I'm not a fan of this. I feel like not that the gameplay should be consistent all throughout, but such an element, like, for example, how quickly you die, should probably be consistent. Or like the margin for error. The margin for error should diminish the longer you play a game, I argue, instead of getting longer as you play more of it. Anyway, see, this is another such door. There's probably a hob like myself living in here. How do I know? Oh, of course, that's a really cool feature. You can like, you can push up against things. If you glitch it out, you can like, I was doing it earlier. Oh, yeah, no, I can't do it. There's a place where you can sort of, where the camera's very low and you can glitch out against the camera and you can look at your character, and he's got such nice little character animation of him sort of like looking around and whatnot. It's really sweet. It's very nice. So I like that. I was talking about something else before I started talking about the excuse me. Head up. Thank you. Before I started talking about like this margin for error in the game. Because those are just my 2 cents on it. It's something that frustrates me maybe a little bit. Where you start off playing this game and you're really, 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 really careful about how you play the game. You're very cautious. But then towards the end of the game, you're just sort of flaying yourself around. And that's an example, I think, of good, that kind of good dynamic difficulty early game versus late game is Monster Hunter, where early in the game of Monster Hunter, you... No, don't hit him. I almost hit him. Because I was afraid he'd stab me. Early in Monster Hunter, what happens is you start off with a game that has very... No! Oh, God. Because that can one-shot me, can't it? And all the wall, it looks like it's all just doors here. Doors here, doors here, doors here, whatever. You start off with a weapon that has very low sharpness. Nothing over here. Okay, nothing of value. Your weapon has low sharpness, so initially the challenge in the game is attacking a monster's weak point, because and that's not in the very gamey sense. It's like monsters have different damage resistances to different parts of the body and such. It's very organic. Monster Hunter has, oh god, that's gonna hurt. It has very organic and very good combat. Oh, nice. People tend to compare Dark Souls and Monster Hunter combat to each other. I couldn't agree less. I think they're completely different beasts. Dark Souls has simple combat. I'm going to get burnt at the stake for this, but I think Dark Souls combat is very simple, but it's enhanced, let's be English here, by the level design, whereas Monster Hunter is in and of itself, it's all about the combat. Or it was initially all about the monsters, but now it's slowly shifted towards being about the combat. But now with Monster Hunter World, it might be more about the monsters again. We'll see. It's very exciting news. So the early challenge in Monster Hunter is that you need to be able to find that weak spot very quickly, because otherwise your weapon will bounce off it because you won't be doing enough damage. The monster's hide is too thick. So that's where the challenge starts off initially, because you keep hitting these hard spots. You keep bouncing. Okay, this is going to be bad. Come on now. Oh, I'm concentrating and being silent. That's really bad concentration. See, you can hardly see that monster. Come on, die. Come here. Who's next? Say hello to my little friend. Come on, please. Ooh, health. Health me up before you go. Because otherwise, you'll be attacking monsters' thick hides, not doing much damage. You're bouncing off it, and the monster gets to hit. The monster will eventually hit you back. And it's maybe they'll hit you back, but no matter the case, you'll be taking a very long time to do hunts in the first place anyways. So you don't want to do that. You want to be avoiding that anyways. And that, I feel, is like that good kind of difficulty, whereas this, like a lot of Legend of Zelda games, Dark Souls 3 did this game to an extent, where it feels like it's just, there's not much margin for error. I have to be playing nearly perfectly against some enemies. Otherwise, my life will be very difficult. Now, please just die. See, I'm not really using my there you go. See what I mean? Just one mistake. One mistake and I'm dead. See, you may notice I'm not really using my... All the way back here? Really? Oh, and I didn't unlock the shortcut. Ah, shame. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not using the third swing in my combat very much because I'm just mashing the left trigger. Rarely, I find, am I using the third final swing. In fact, I find that you can maybe set it up so that a monster is running at you, and so you start the setup going 1, 2, and then the third swing, so they get hit on the third swing. And I could see that maybe working. Kind of like playing the hammer in Monster Hunter. Kind of. A lot like it, really. Where a lot of people play the hammer by setting up... Because it's the third swing that's the most powerful. Okay, there's a little bit of combat design for you folks at home. Because, okay, I play an awful lot of Monster Hunter, and I think about it a lot. And about balancing and such. And, yeah, because of how the third swing of the hammer is by far the most powerful. It is... Yeah, it's about 2 times... Let me see. Let me now just unlock this shortcut in advance. Thankfully, the downwards punch does a little bit of homing. Oh, you can kill things like this. Actually, I forgot. I should start using that more often. Oh, this is that robe that I got in my initial indie impressions of. So yeah, the game starts off a little bit linear. I promise you, it does kind of spread out a little bit. But on a macro level... God, that is so damn loud. On a macro level, the game is... The macro level is quite linear. Micro, it's quite open, so to speak. So yeah, the third swing of the hammer is considerably more powerful. So the way people play, like the way the pros play it, is they start up, but don't forget, it's a very long startup as well. It takes a very long time to get up to that third swing in the first place. They start off just swinging in midair, so that by the time they hit the third swing, they get the monster on that third swing in the head, and that just does so much damage. It is delicious. For those of you who do play Monster Hunter, I am not a hammer main, though I'm considering for Monster Hunter World, I'll probably main hammer just for the fun of it. No spoilers for Monster Hunter World. I'm trying to go into the game as blind as possible. But I am, in 4 Ultimate, I started with 4 Ultimate. So I'm by no means a Monster Hunter vet. I'm by no means a veteran. There are so many people much better than I am. But I can solo G rank. I have soloed G rank. I can do, I can do level 140 Teostras. Solo. So that, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I used to play the game a lot. I'm looking for the checkpoint around here. I'm a dual blade main in 4U. In Generations, I was a light bowgun main. But I still feel very much like my heart belongs to the dual blades. No, I feel like the hammer just clicks for me for some reason. It was during the MH Gen demo where I was just playing around with it, and it just suddenly it all worked. I was like, oh my god, against Nagakuga. I love Nagakuga. It just sort of made sense all of a sudden how to... Oh. Come on. Come here. Oh yeah, you can find healing orbs in the grass. I can't see you because of... Okay, nice. Whoops. Haha. This is going to be annoying. You have to get behind them. Okay. Ooh. Lots of iframes as well. And slam downwards. Whoops. Oh my god, you're serious? Getting killed in one shot? That just hurts. That sucks. Now, where's my actual... Yeah, okay, there's a checkpoint. I don't know where I am, but I'll figure it out. Let me kill the guy. Are you okay? Should I put you out of your misery? It's okay. You're welcome. I'm such a good person. I'm a saint. Oh, of course, I can... Boom. Next. Where are you? Come on. I'm almost gonna die to a little trash mob. Okay. Whee! No! No. I died to a trash mob. Okay. we will end the episode once I actually kill that big lanky guy. See what I mean by this very... Okay, that was just me playing bad. But normally there's very... When you're playing on early game, there's just not enough margin for error, which is why I tend to play these kinds of games. Early on, I tend to play them on normal difficulty. Then I turn it up later when I actually have myself, more health, for example. So call it cheating, but it's also a matter of learning the controls as well. Like, imagine trying to fight against this guy, not knowing what you're doing. Come on, just kill all these guys. This is easy. Okay, nice. Whoops. Don't. I rolled. Oh my god. This is gonna... Yeah, I play Monster Hunter. It's a really hard game. I'm really good at combat. Oh, nice. No, seriously, those tall guys give me the most trouble. Right now, this is the very basic iteration of them. Later on, they have a different iteration where they... Even when you're pretty much full health, they'll kill you in 2 shots. And it's really, really damn annoying. In normal difficulty, they're pretty straightforward, though, I'd argue. Why do these little scrubs keep... Okay, you know what? I'm just... No. That backhand hurt. Okay, this is getting very boring. I want to... forget about killing him. If instead... Because I know there's a way to get underground, and getting underground involves finding a hole in the floor. Obviously, finding a hole in the floor, which leads underground. But, is that up here? Oh, yeah, here it is. There you go. See, so secrets. Down we go. Oh, yeah, this is the place where you can, like... Oh, no, you can't. The camera is not close enough. Can you see his hand reaching? Yeah, you can see his hand. Hey, buddy. I hope he can't hit me. If this was Rain World, he'd totally be able to throw something at me and kill me. That's just how Rain World plays. I love Rain World. I honestly think it's one of the best games I've ever played. It's a gem. It's a gem is what it is. It's very niche. It's very gem. And I am probably definitely going to let's play it. Just hopefully make it a little bit more accessible to people that way, because I do think it's a game that's worth playing, but you have to push and you have to push. You have to invest some like ridiculous, I'd probably argue 10 to 15 hours into it first before it gets good, before it really gets worthwhile. Okay, that was quick. Where's the big guy? No! Roll! Oh, no. Oh, you know what? Fight him next to the wall. Fight him next to the wall that way. Ooh. Come on, and slam. Nice. I'll just do it in groups of bursts of 3. Which is boring, I know, but it's safe. That's something that playing Monster Hunter has taught me. Is to be really damn patient with my gameplay. Ooh, careful. And down we come. Because this is... Yeah, it's a cheese strategy. But that's the thing with cheese strategies. You always have to keep them in mind when you're developing a combat system. Because you want to make it so that the cheese strategy will not get you anywhere. You don't want to make it the only done. Wow, the music is up. Nice. You don't want to make it so that the only disincentive to this is so damn loud. The only disincentive to do the cheese strategy is time. You don't want to do that because people are eventually going to rely on it, and they're going to be, when something just doesn't work, and they're going to be really frustrated and bored and annoyed that they have to rely on a really bad... They have to rely on just, not doing anything, doing the cheese strategy, which takes a very long time to be able to beat the game. That's frustrating. So you need to make it such that the cheese strategy either won't work. Like, one inelegant way of doing it would be to... Well, here's the next area. I just want to finish my point. One inelegant way of doing it would be to involve a timer where you must defeat this enemy in a certain amount of time. But that's inelegant. I'd rather have some kind of... Let's just do some exploring. I'd rather do something where it's a little bit better implemented or something. Otherwise, I don't know. It's hard to say. Just make sure your combat works such that trying to disengage from the enemy is a lot harder and a lot more difficult than actually straight up attacking them calmly and patiently. Anyways, this is the next area coming up. So I guess on this kind of nice screen, we'll end it here. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate your viewership. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot more hope coming up, but until then, have a nice day.